what I was saying about these three Viruddha Dharmas of Radha and Krishna. What did I say? Three Viruddha Dharmas of... For 7 days only one thing I was speaking about. Krishna himself, he has this Viruddha Dharmas, right? He has 3 opposite natures. Also the Prema of Srimati Radhika also has this. So Krishna has Viruddha Dharma, also Srimati Radhika has. That's why they meet, like, together. Understand? Because minus equals plus. In algebra, it's like this. Minus equals plus. Plus minus equals minus. Minus equals plus. So both Radha and Krishna, they had Viruddha Dharma, opposite nature, so they met, like. Actually, here's comparing Prema of Radha and Krishna and also speciality of their Prema. How's the characteristic of their Prema? Krishna's Prema ke Vishaya, object of love. Srimati Radhika is a shelter of the love. Except for Krishna. All others in Braj, they are Ashraya Tata, shelter of love, gopis, everyone. The meaning is that Krishna, he is the Bhokta enjoyer. He relishes, he is the enjoyer. One thing is enjoyer, enjoyee, and enjoyment. In the Gaudiya Vaishnava, three things are, these 3 tattvas are explained. One is Aswadak, means enjoyer. Aswadak. Krishna is Aswadak. Aswadak means enjoyer. Understand? And Aswadda, enjoyee. Enjoyee is Srimati Radhika. She is enjoyed by Krishna. She is the origin, Ashraya Vigraha, origin, shelter of love, Srimati Radhika. This Srimati Radhika, she has many functions and she manifests in many ways. Krishna is one ras, Eka ras. But Srimati Radhika and the gopis, they have bahuras, many rasas. Krishna one ras and they many rasas. In Jaiva Dharma, this is explained a little bit. Krishna's Ekaras means he's always Vishaya, he's object of love. According to Ras Tattva, Krishna is always Vishaya Tattva, object of love. Because it's the topmost person, it means the supreme person. But it means only one enjoyer and supreme controller Krishna, other people, they are all servants of him. And according to what he wants, they dance accordingly. This look. So Purush means Aswadak, means Purush means enjoyer. In Sanskrit, this word Purush means, word Purush means enjoyer. Aswadak, like enjoyer. It's not a thing of male and female. Because sometimes they say Purush is male, but actually Purush means actually enjoyer, this kind of abhiman, of ego, of being enjoyer. If you're in the conditioned body, even if you're man or woman, you still have the Bhokta abhiman, means the ego of being enjoyer, whether you are male or female. Like you think you're Purush, you think you're enjoyer, although you're a lady, for example. It's not like Purush, this word means only man, male person means. But in Sanskrit, actually, the word Purush means enjoyer. This is the thing. You're in a lady body, but you have the ego of being enjoyer. You want to enjoy. Because you have the Dhyatma Abhiman, the ego of being your body, like you think you're your body. So through this Sattva, Raj and Tama, we become completely illusionated and have this Abhiman. And all this Kam, Krodh, lust, anger, all this comes because of that. By the influence of Tama and Rajaguna. All this comes by influence of ignorance and passion. Until we have the Dhyatma Abhiman, understand? Until we have the bodily conception. Actually, the bodily conception is the root cause of all our offenses. What is the Abhiman? Is the roots of all the offenses. Jar means roots. Dhyatma Abhiman, conception of being the body. The Jiva in his pure state. What is his Abhiman, his ego? He has the Sevak Abhiman, means the ego of being servant. I'm not enjoyer, I'm servant. Or Sevika. I'm Sevak or Sevika, means servant, male servant or female servant. In the transcendental worlds, all the Jivatmas which are there, in all their hearts, they have which Abhiman? Sevak Abhiman, ego of being servant. One Bhagavan, he is the Purush, the enjoyer. And all others are Sevak Abhiman. They have the ego of being servant. And to serve whom? Only the Supreme Person. Bhagavan. So, the Jiva in his pure state, not covered by Maya, and also without the gross and subtle bodies. This Shuddha Jivatma means pure Jiva. In Nitya Goloka Vrindavana transcendental world, he has one spontaneous Abhiman, ego of being servant, Sevak Abhiman. But in this world, become contaminated by Maya, and we think we are the enjoyers. This is opposite. First you had the Sevak Abhiman, ego of being servant, but when you came here, you have now the Sevya Abhiman, like I am to be served. There you had the Sevak Abhiman, one pointed how to serve to Krishna there in spiritual world, and how to give exclusive pleasure to Krishna. How can we? In a very beautiful, topmost beautiful way, serve to Krishna, so that Krishna becomes pleased. Because to satisfy Krishna, exclusive pleasure for Krishna. Listen here in front. So in transcendental world, it's like this. In Vaikuntha, Dwarika, Mathura, whatever. Or in Goloka Vrindavan. All they have is Sevak Abhiman to serve. Whatever is the Ras Madhurya. Shantarasa, they have the Nishta, the steadiness. And Dasa, they have Seva Abhiman. And Sakyaras, they have Sakya Bhav. But still they have the Sevak Abhiman, like they have the being servants. Krishna is our friend, topmost friend, dear friend. So how can Krishna be pleased or happy? Subhashidam and others, Visakha above, they are serving. All they are serving like that. Whether they have Aishwarya Buddhi, opulence mood, or Madhurya Buddhi, sickness mood, still from Vaikuntha, Dwaraka, they have the Aishwarya Buddhi, means opulence mood, like thinking he's Lord and I am his insignificant servants, or female servants or male servants, but insignificant. But in Goloka Vrindavan, they also have this mood. Which mood? Krishna is our top mood, like dear friend, dearest friend. How can he be happy? This kind of thinking. But in the Sakya Bhava, they don't have the Shwara Buddha opulence mood. But in the heart, they have so much this mamata possessiveness. Shrankans. So, definition of mamata, the prem. So the mamata, the heart becomes so gharata, condensed. The heart becomes so much condensed because of so much possessiveness towards Krishna that this mamata to Krishna makes condensed and you want to serve. In Vaikuntha, the seva we see, the mamata is like liquid. Taralata, liquid, no? It's like liquid, but in the Goloka Vrindavan is very condensed because they have so much mamata. Here, I mean Vaikuntha, no? And Ayodhya, Dwarka, Mathura, these places, they think I am his, but in Goloka Vrindavan they think he is mine, he's my friend. Subhashidam, what is their bhavana, their mood? He's my friend, my friend. This is the thing, mamata buddhi. This mamata possessiveness makes the heart very condensed, nothing else. Because prem is such a thing that the more you have the mamata, the possessiveness, the more you have. You understand mamata is thinking like he's mine. But another kind of mamata is thinking I am his. It's like we say like mine. Like my house, for example. Whatever if you can say, when you say like mine, you think yourself like he said that. Yeah. So you think he's mine like this. So, in whatever rasa, like Sakarasa or Dasarasa, Rakta and Patrak, Sakaras, Subhashridam, Vatsalaras, Madhujashoda. And in Madhurya Rasa, the gopis also. Krishna is mine. They have this mood. But this is Goloka Vrindavan, but Vaikuntha, Ayodhya, Dwaraka, Mathura, they think I am his. He's Prabhu. Understand only this, it's enough. If you understand only this, it's enough. I belong to him and he belongs to me. He belongs to me. Which one is best? Or I belong to him? He belongs to me is best. He's mine. This is Madhyata Bhav. He's mine. Acharyas explain this is like Tadyata Bhav, Madhyata Bhav. One thing is Tadyata Bhav, another Madhyata Bhav. Tadyata Bhav is like I am yours and you are mine, Madhyata Bhav. Which one is best? So this according to the sneha, also to the affection. One thing is called grita sneha, another madhu sneha. So Krishna says, Ai Bhakti Bhutanam, Mr. Mai Bhakti Bhutanam. Krishna says this sloka. Krishna in Kurukshetra is saying to the gopis in this sloka, you have like incomparable thing in your hearts. Akrita means not artificial. You don't even understand the language. So your deeds, one thing is kritip, another thing akritip. Kritip means not artificial. Completely pure. There's no any kind of nothing mixed. Not any duplicity, hypocrisy. This completely natural love. And some people, they're just showing externally love for selfish motivation. People, they show they have prema. Actually, they want name, fame, reputation. Want to collect wealth. And externally, they show artificial love. Some people, they show off artificial love. Artificial. Kriti means artificial. Because actually they have selfish motivations, desires. Because when you have some selfish desire behind the thing, then this artificial love will come. But if it's completely selfless. If it's a completely selfless love, like without any kind of selfish desire, then it's completely only everything for the happiness of Krishna, how Krishna can be happy, satisfied. This mode is always in the heart. Kriti means like this artificial is like just exhibitional, like showing off. Like exhibitional. Show off, show off. It's artificial. But in Goloka Vrindavan, the prema there is also this completely non-artificial love. And the prema is such a thing that so the mamata, because of mamata, the heart becomes really condensed. So this is Madhyata Bhav. Krishna says, so Krishna said, I came from Dwarka, and gopis came from even farther away, because Vrindavan is very far from Kurukshetra, maybe 500 kilometers from Vrindavan to Kurukshetra. But Dwarka is also very far, nothing less. How many kilometers from Kurukshetra? Maybe 2,000 kilometers. And they came to Kurukshetra. From Dwarka, they met in the Kurukshetra. So the Vrindavan is 500 kilometers far. So they met, Krishna and gopis met in Kurukshetra. So Krishna said, I came from very far place, and also you also came from very far place to come here. Our meeting that we are seeing is why this meeting is going on. Because we like attracting to each other, because of our the mamata possessiveness, we are attracted. Because if you love someone, you'll be so much you leave everything to see him. For example, if your mother and father are sick, suppose, what will you do? You, like, suppose you're like traveling far away, but still somehow you'll come to see them. Means you'll come to see his like last breath, like you want to see him before he dies. So what will you do? You'll give up everything you have, like all job, anything you have, and you go. But if you don't have a relationship with someone, like, maybe some old friend, but you're not keeping contact, the person disappeared from your life, no problem with this. But the moment this possessiveness attracts us to the person you love. So Krishna said, this bhakti you have for me is Amrit Swarup. This affection, the affection sneha you have for me, Krishna told gopis, this sneha made like attracts you to me because of this possessiveness you have, this madhyata bhav, thinking Krishna is mine. And also Krishna said, Krishna also thinks gopis are mine. Understand? So this mood they have, and if you have this mood, then you attract to each other, like they will be attracted. But if you don't have this, you'll not be attracted to each other, like you'll not be attracted. For example, the iron attracts the magnet attracts iron, magnet, so this attraction is there. And this attraction is this madhapanam, means this possessiveness is mine, like madhyata bhav. So Lord says, Krishna says in this shloka, my bhakti bhutanam, this shloka. So Krishna told gopis, you have such much beautiful sneha and pretty love and affection for me. This sentiment of madhapanam means he is mine. Understand? Madhyata bhav. The madhyata bhav makes the prem so much condensed. And the tadyata bhav means I am his. Doesn't make the prem condensed. Prem is like more liquid. It's also nothing less also. Like it's also okay to think I am his, but it's not this so much condensed, Just like the milk, for example. Like we drink hot milk, isn't it? Put some sugar or something you want in the milk and drink the hot milk. The more you boil the milk, and the more hot the milk gets, how more he becomes condensed. Even if without sugar, he is so much taste, the milk, condensed the milk, like too much condensed. And if the milk is too much condensed, there's not even need to put anything in the milk. If you put it also okay, like put some malai and something. The milk is so thick, so like if you 10 kilos of milk, 10 liters of milk, you make 100 milliliters, imagine, or 500 milliliters from 10 kilos of milk after boiling, then became, after condensing, 500 milliliters only. So imagine. So from this they make the rabri, such a delicious taste. And to make, also same time they put even other ingredients to be very nice. They give some karpur, some camphor, and also elachi like cardamom, keshar, saffron, keshar. They put many things. Saffron. And becomes even. So it's the same milk. First you drink the milk just like a hot taste milk. It's one taste. But if that milk becomes really, really, really condensed, and if you put also many other kinds of ingredients, Understand? Then it's so delicious. The meaning is the same prem, the prem of the mamata possessiveness, comes and make the heart very condensed. It's like the example of the milk, and attracts. The more the mamata becomes condensed, the more actually you're going from Vaikuntha, Dwaraka, Yoda, Mathura, understand? Until Vrindavan, Dwaraka to Goloka, Vrindavan, and also how many kinds of Bhava Madhuris in the service. So there are 49 ingredients. 49 ingredients of ras. And they come and they make the prema of these 49 ingredients. They make the prema so condensed, this sweetness mood. Whatever ras it is, maybe like a rasa rasa, sakya ras, vatsala ras, madhurya ras. According to the heart, devotee of heart, the heart of the devotee, Bhagavan relishes that mood. But all the rasas, they have the alambana and a dipan. All the rasas, they have a alamban and a dipan. Even the shantaras, they have alamban and a dipan. Madhurya rasa also. Alamban means those who feel the rasa or whose the rasa is directed to, and udipan means the stimulation, the stimulus. So everybody, drinks the milk, but the more like ingredients you put in the milk, more the milk will be delicious. For example, you heat up the milk, then put sugar, put saffron, skishar, put also karpur, means camphor, and becomes even more tasty, the milk. Just by drinking milk, this happiness you feel, if you put in the milk many other kinds of ingredients, then it's even more tasty, the milk, even better. So this is rasa madhurya, the sweetness mode. This rasa comes like after Premananda, there is Rasananda, means rasa comes after Prem. Many kinds of waves come. Understand? Lahari means waves of Prem. So this comes and all this Sakya Parakya above, all these things happen. The Parakya above manifests, even Parakya above is called Ujjwalaras. Another name of Shringaras is Ujjwalaras. What did I say? Not in the kitchen? Okay, never mind. So that's the name of the book, Ujjwala Nilamani. It's not possible in this world. Even in Vaikuntha, Jada Dwarika Mathura, even in Golok, this doesn't manifest there. There's not Parikya in this world. Not possible. If there is, actually is a path to hell. After the death, we have to go to hell if you do Parikya in this world. Just stairway to hell. In this world, no Parikya. Very bad thing, full of sin actually, to do Parikya in this world. Because of this sin, your mind and heart will be like contaminated, polluted, then you have to come again and again to this world because of that. But in the Chik Jagat transcendental world, actually if you think about it, if you really think about it in a very subtle way, what is Parakya? Para means topmost. Yes. Okay, guys, so this is so how like the gopis met the gopas, and also how they were meeting Krishna in a hidden way. All this we can see. Externally, it looks like calm, looks like lust, but no. This is aprakta and devi means transcendental lust. This lust of the gopis is actually their prem. And the prema is just like their lust also. Because it's transcendental world. Everything's pure. And this lila, only Jogamaya makes these lilas happen. Krishna is doing the Rasa Vihar with gopis. Do the Vrajavasis know that Krishna is doing Rasa Lila with gopis? No, no one knows actually. This Rasa Lila Katha, when it was described, after Krishna disappeared from the world, then Shukadeva Goswami for the first time, then he told the Parikshit Maharaj this Harikatha. How Krishna was doing Rasa Lila with gopis. But before that, this was not spoken. When Krishna was like living in the Vraj at that time, and he played the flute, gopis came, they stayed the whole night chanting, dancing, singing. Did any Brajavasi know? No. No Brajavasi knew anything. Nobody had a clue, like they didn't even know at all, you know. Some people, just little bit, some semblance of that. Abhasa matra means only a little bit semblance. But actually no one really knew how the gopis left their homes and spent all night meeting with Krishna, dancing and singing with him. So Jogamaya makes this lila happen. Because Krishna, he wants to relish the topmost ras, means parakya bhav. What I told. Therefore, like infallible weapons of the parakya bhav, nibaranata, durlabhata, vamyata, and prachana-kamakta. By this, the prema manifests such a beautiful sweetness, and you cannot even imagine that. So the parakya in this world is completely criticizable thing and abominable thing, you know. Parakya bhav in this world. In the Bhagavatam, there's even a shloka about this. This Sanskrit word, I missed that, but anyway. Maybe don't understand, but like this word means like completely like abominable, so much like hateable, like a putana shows jigamsa. Means like how putana shows like bad behavior and like evil. Shows killing small babies, you know. Putana, she used to kill the babies and drink their milk. This is completely hediondo, like abominable act, isn't it? Like completely hateful thing. Because you know the babies, they have no guilt, like they don't have any sin, and you're killing these babies. And she was killing babies, imagine. And she was killing the babies and drinking their blood even after. What can be even more like hateable than that, or like abominable? So much like this evil, this. Because these babies, they had not any. Like if you have a little bit of prem in your life, heart, you cannot even tolerate thinking that she was killing babies, because this is such an evil thing, and killing babies. But directly like imagine the babies were sleeping in their mother's lap. When the mother slept, she would take the babies, like bite them and just start drinking their blood. It's such evil thing. So much cruel heart. It's Putana. That's why this word is using for Putana Jigamsa. This word, Sanskrit word, Jigamsa, means very bad, evil, and low thing behavior. So, like for example, if you have like also bad, evil eyes to wife of others, this was completely against the scriptures. Completely. Green in English? How is it green? It's like an abominable bad thing. So Bhagavan, he doesn't have any fault, and also in the spiritual world there's no fault at all. Like nothing is like faulty, because in that world there is not the influence of Maya. Only Bhagavan, through these leelas, he manifests this by Yoga Maya. Okay, Gopis are the Shakti of Krishna. So the potency is just meeting with the possessor of the potency. So Krishna actually, he himself manifests the form of the gopis, and he's making the pastimes with the gopis. Just like a small boy. He's taking one stick and he's dancing. How he's dancing with whom? Alone? He's dancing with his own shadow. The Bhagavatam says like this. Just like one boy dancing and playing with his own shadow. Whatever he does, the shadow follows him, because shadow doesn't do anything separately. You know, the shadow is just following like him. For example, the boy raises his hand. Shadow also the same. If he trembles his hand, moves his hand, also the Jaya shadow the same. If someone plays with his own shadow, dance, whatever he does, what is the fault in that? So in the same way, these gopis, who are they? If you analyze according to Tata Vichar, Krishna himself manifested his Shakti in the form of gopis. Krishna manifests his own potency in the form of the gopis. Means Krishna himself manifests the form of the gopis and doing the vilasa with gopis pastimes. Understand? If someone, for example, is massaging his left hand with his right hand, suppose. Someone is massaging his left arm with his right hand, suppose. Sometimes we do that, no? Or also opposite, like left hand massage right arm. If someone is there, you ask, please massage a little bit for me. If some another person is there, but if there's no one there, you do alone yourself this. So Krishna doing the Rasa Vilas with gopis pastimes. Actually, he's doing everything himself, playing with his own Shakti and himself. There's no fault in that. But in this world, what happens? People have this Dehatma Bhiman, thinking I'm man, I'm woman. They have this mode in this world, this conception. But actually, both in this world, they have the conception. They actually want to be enjoyer, in this world. Whether you be a woman or man, everyone in this world, they think, I am enjoyer. Maybe you're enjoying in a male body or a female body, but everyone thinks like that in this world. But in transcendental worlds, Only Krishna, he is the enjoyer. Rest of everyone actually is enjoying, no? So understand only this enough. Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. Except for Krishna, everyone is called enjoying. So when this Shakti manifested from Krishna by the desire of Krishna, this Icha Shakti of Krishna, desire potency, manifested the Shakti of Krishna in form of potencies, in form of gopis, sorry. Manifest the potency of Krishna in form of gopis, and Krishna is playing with them. Bhagavan is Rasa Vaisaha, means embodiment of Ras. He is Rasa Purush. He will not sit alone. He wants what? He wants to make pastimes, you know. He wants to relish these leelas and relish leelas. He cannot do anything for sitting and doing nothing. No, he wants to relish the prem. But when this word Bhagavan comes, then it's okay. He's sitting in one place alone, just self-satisfied and fulfill all his desires. But when Bhagavan is relishing Rasa Madhurya, Rasa Bihar, he wants to relish, he manifests his potency outside him, like Radhini Shakti Swarupini, Shrimati Radhika. Actually, Shrimati Radhika was inside Krishna. Sometimes Murta or Amurta means Krishna, Radha in the potency of Krishna is always inside his heart, and Murta in an invisible type, not manifested. But when he wants the pastimes, then this Shakti manifests outside him, Murta. Actually, it's himself, it's him, it's his. Understand? You know, and sometimes you put, some kids, they do like that. They put on braço por dentro da roupa. You know that, understand? Just like the person puts his arms under the kurta, and just keeping the sleeve. And you think, oh, there's nothing inside. Some kids, they do like this. There's nothing. They do like this. Especially like jacket, they do like this. They pretend it's like the sleeve, and some other kids become afraid, because they put their original arms inside the jacket, and just pretending that the sleeve is some fake arm, but then they put their arms from inside suddenly and put outside. Some people, other kids became scared. So actually, Lord is playing with his own Shakti. When I was small, I also was relishing Ananda like this in the evening in the cold time. I was putting the jacket like this and putting my arm inside, and also like joking like this, and the other boys, kids, and suddenly I was putting my arm outside from the sleeve, So actually my arm was inside all the time, but when I was doing only with the sleeve like this to the other boys, they would think I had no arm, but suddenly I put my arm outside through the sleeve. So actually the potency is only within the Shaktiman, and when the Shaktiman wants to do wants to relish pastimes according to his desire, Jogamaya manifests everything. And then Krishna are one actually. Just like the nuts, badam, it externally looks like one. But, the nuts are covered by skin actually. It looks like one, but when you open the skin of the nut, you see actually there are two nuts inside. So through many material examples, we can see like this. Actually, all these material examples are not appropriate. So transcendental world, Bhagavan with his Shakti, is playing with his Shakti. Doing the Leelas, whether it's Sakya or Parakya, married wife or non-married. Putra, Avida Putra Nene. Swaha means also topmost. Swaha means yours. So the meaning is same, but in Sanskrit you go behind, frontal, side, like the explanation, and mix these words. The Panditas, the Sanskrit, they will break a word and establish their own logic, like just explaining the words according to the grammar. They will like cut the words and explain different meanings. Or Sanatana Goswami, for example, in the Brihad Bhagavatamrita, in the Rasayana chapter of the Brihad Bhagavatamrita, you should read this. Even as Sakyarasa Shloka, he explained like Parakya Bhava explanation. For example, this shloka. This shloka is actually from Sakyarasa. When Krishna was playing with his friends, and he was defeated. Who won? Who lost? You know, in Sakyarasa they have this, because they're playing and they want to know who defeated, who won, like this. So Balshuddhama said, we won, Krishna, you lost. Krishna said, no, I won and you lost. So who will give the judgments? Because they're all small boys. One side Krishna is saying one thing, another the Sakas are saying another thing. 10 or 20 Sakas in one side and Krishna alone saying he won. And the Saka said, Kanaya, you lost. Krishna said, I didn't lose, no. You lost. You lost. So what to do now? Who will give the judgment? Durvasa just came. He was in the banks of Jamuna, sitting. Seeing the Sakaras of the... Actually, Durvasa is not ordinary. He's a Mahabhagavat also. Understand? Durvasa is nothing less or inferior. He's Mahabhagavat. And by seeing this, a mood came in Durvasa's mind. Like Advaitavadis, they think Krishna is only light and want to merge with him. But he stopped most, like Supreme Bhagavan Krishna. Param Brahma Bhagavan. Means the Gyanis called him Jyotimaya, means effulgent. But now he's manifested as a human form. How he's playing with his friends. The Advaitavadis, they want to merge in Brahma and they want to relish this Brahma Sukha, just like this happiness of the Brahma. Just like the insects, they see the light, they feel happy and they want to like just jump in the light. They want even more happiness than they jump in the light. Especially in the winter time, you know, Kartik month. If you lit up some fire, some small insects will come and they want to jump in the fire because they feel so much happiness by seeing the light. They feel so much happiness. But he doesn't know if he goes further, like inside, he'll die burned. Because this jyoti, this light, gives some bliss, you know, some happiness. Understand? There is one kind of happiness in this light, but it's very significant in comparing to Premananda. If you compare the Brahmananda with the Premananda, you see that the Brahmananda Jokun? Huh? Means? O que ele falou? Fried what? Huh? Fire what? Fireflies. Fireflies? What was it? He said it. I remember that I wanted to try to catch this. Just bind them. In the night of Amavasya, I'd like to see that before. To which way they were going? Fireflies flying. Looking. They have some light. What the insect?
Fire, I think they call fire.
A vagalume. Insect, no? Okay, vagalume. Ah, okay. I think it's vagalume. You know that insect has some light in him. Okay. So Gurudev was binding them sometimes and seeing which direction they were going. So Durvasa Rishi was saying, Jaitavadis doing so much renunciation, they want to merge in the Brahman. But in front of the Premananda, this Brahmananda happiness is completely insignificant. These abilities of Dasaras, they have a placement towards Lord, thinking He's big, I'm small. And they have this Hirit Kampan. Do you understand that Hirit Kampan means like you feel afraid by seeing Him. Oh, He's so big, like this. He's great. Like Arjuna when saw Krishna. See how the universal form of Krishna. Arjuna jumped from the chariot. He was like feeling this fear. When do you feel the fear? When you think He's the highest, you know. I'm nothing compared to Him, like this. He's the punisher. Maybe I did some offense, He will punish me. Understand? The more the person is big or fat, he's thinking, oh, the police is small and very big. He's thinking. He's on his scooty without helmet, and a very thin police comes and wants to catch him because he's without helmet. And this fat person will say, oh, I'm very big, what do you want with me? But the police has a gun, you know? Oh no, not a gun, siren. So the police can catch like this criminal like this. The person is big and fat and thinks. Police is a magrinho sado, means very gordo. So the police. Anyway, the person think I'm very gordo, fat, and like this, and the police is magrinho sado, very small, so he cannot catch me. But he'll catch you, and if you have to pay the fine of. You say no. Who are you? Like because he's fat, he's thinking he's very like higher. Those who are fat or big. And he was without helmet, using the motorcycle without helmet. Although the police may be small, like a 10. The police can even take his license. And if you raise your hand to the police, there will be even more problem to you. If you raise your hand to the police, for example, there will be so much problem for you. Everything will be destroyed for you if you do that. So what I mean to say is, in Vaikuntha, they have the fear in the service They have the Hirit Kampan, just like this. His fear in the heart. He is Sarva Shaktimam. He's, he's the creator of all the universes. He maintains and destroys everything. So the devotees of the upland, they have this Hirit Kampan. So that's why they have the reverence and they bowing their heads and making these stutis prayers. But the same Krishna, when he's in Goloka Vrindavan, nobody's giving reverence to him. What? To kill Kamsa. When Krishna manifested, when he was entering Mathura with his friends, the Sakas of Krishna told Kanaya, you are so skinny. Kamsa is so big. His body is gigantic and you are so skinny and small. Kamsa is gordo. Gordo. Falou, gordo. He's fat. So he's gordo. Gordo. He's fat. Gordo. Gordo. So how will you kill him? Sakas of Krishna was telling. We don't believe you. Sakas, a friend of Krishna, was saying. The Sakas told Kanaya, we don't believe you. You're saying, yes, I'll do this, I'll do that to Kamsa. You're saying, but some people, they speak too much. But they cannot do, they just speak too much. Tipo, fala e não faz. How not? Why not? Krishna said, look, I also can manifest a gigantic body just like Kamsa. Krishna did like this and he became big. This is not possible for other people. It takes at least 2 years to become very big body, like very fat. Then you become gordo after 2 years. You can be very quickly skinny. After 2, 4 days, 5 days without eating, then you become magrinho, very thin. But to become fat, it takes time. Have to eat very nice nuts, ghee also, butter, many kinds of protein foods, protein. So it takes time also to get fat. Not in one day you get fat. In one day you can become skinny. Understand? You go 2-4 times to the toilet, then you become just like a very skinny. After 1 hour, your body can become completely skinny. But those who are fat, to become fat takes time actually. At least 2-4 months, 5 months. Yeah, 5 months. So the Sakas of Krishna said, we heard that the body of Kamsa is gigantic. Charanamastik also very big. How will you fight them? Because they have big bodies, These people of Mathura, they are kshatriyas. The kshatriyas, they have big bodies. Tall and fat and healthy, strong. If you go to Punjab, you see, everyone's like this, strong. Punjab. They're like fat or strong. And also like tall and like this. Tall, very tall. They eat and drink a lot. And the more you go to the south of India, Bengal, Orissa, the people, even the Bachramis, even the calves, they're very small. And they give only 100 grams of milk. Like the Indians, the bodies is smaller. The more you go to the south, their bodies, and they give also, the cows are small and they also give little milk. Maybe 500 grams 500 milliliters. In Bengal and also other places, until Orissa, all the cows, they give how much milk? If you feed her very well, still she'll not give. Sorry, but in Punjab, how much? At least 20 liters one cow. In Bengal, 5 liters maximum. 5 liters. In Bengal, maximum 5 liters. So in Punjab, 20 liters giving, and in Bengal, maximum 5. So their body is different. The Saka said, how you fight them, Krishna, tell me, because you're so small and skinny. You say that you can attack them, like you can beat them, like face them, fight them, but because then friends said, oh, in Vrindavan you can eat and drink a lot, then you become big again, like to fight them. Krishna said, I can fight them, yes I can. And so much of this Vir Bhav, that this warrior mood came in Krishna. How will you fight them? Saka said, tell. Can a rat fight with a lion? And you think the lion will fight with a rat? The Saka stood like this. You were just like a rat, so small. And he comes and Chandari Mustik and others there, so gigantic bodies. Krishna said, I can also do that. Then Saka said, show us. Without drinking and eating, how will you manifest such a big body like this? Krishna, what did he do? He's Bhagavan, isn't it? So he's manifesting supremacy. Just the legs, hey, hey, hey. And his body became so big, like called Dirga Vishnu. Sakas were looking, why? How Krishna's body became so big suddenly? Just like a balloon, you know a balloon? When you put the air, then the balloon is growing, 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 growing. So Krishna did like this, and when it became very big. Sakas were saying, such a big body. This is called Dirga Vishnu. Dirga means tall, very big. But by saying even this gigantic body, the Sakas did not do any reverence or pranam to Krishna. The Sakas only said, I was thinking, oh, Krishna knows some magic, some mystic something. He knows some mystic power, some magic. They're thinking Krishna knows something like that. But thinking that Krishna is Swayam Bhagavan, nothing like they thought like this. This is not in the heart of the Sakas of Krishna, thinking that he's God, no. But this Arjun, just by seeing the universal form of Krishna, he jumped from the chariot and said this sloka. Oh, you are Param Purush Bhagavan, you are Narayana. I called you my friend. You took you were my charioteer, like you taking my chariot. I called you my friend, but I did the fence. He folded his hands and did Stavastuti, Arjun. But you see the Sakas, what to speak of doing Krishna Stuti? They even tapped a pat on his back. Oh, Kanhaiya. Yeah. Now we'll be able to fight Kamsa. And be able to fight Chandari Mustik. Okay, let's go then. Okay, let's go. Then Krishna, he became just like he was again, his normal form. So actually, Krishna came back to his or Sakas were saying like that, sorry I couldn't understand, but anyway. So when you have the Madhurya Bhav, what did they say? When there is Madhurya, the sweetness is Lokik Sadhana Priti. Even though there is opulence, they are not thinking like this if he's God or not. They don't have this kind of inquiry, like they're not thinking like this, oh, he's God or not, this thing. Bhagavat Anusanditsa Vritti. Anusanditsa? Difference. So they don't have this inquirement. They don't have Bhagavan Anusanditsa means they are not inquiring. Is he God or a human being, normal, ordinary human being? They're not have this like inquirement, like they're not asking themselves this thing: is he really God or not? Is he Bhagavat or no, or not? They're not discussing this thing if he's God or not. They're not discussing. They just put this aside. They just discuss that Krishna is our beloved. Krishna is our like a member of our family. Okay, we know that Krishna, he knows some magic, But where did he learn this from? Understand? They are not discussing this. If he's Bhagavan. Is he Bhagavan or not? He's my friend. And he's a member of our family. Is he Bhagavan or not? They're not thinking this. But Arjun, he had the desire to know. He was like inquiring. What kind of like inquirement? Is he Bhagavan or not? Arjuna was thinking like this. So if he's not Bhagavan, how did he manifest the gigantic form? Like in this universal form, how many people or things coming inside his mouth, burning out his mouth, fire, vayu, air, demigods going inside him, outside him, the universal form Arjuna saw, creating, destroying infinite universe. So Arjuna saw, and this Anusandhan means like this desire to know, this inquiring to know. But this was not in the hearts of the Vrajavasis, never. They don't have Aishwarya Buddhi, opulence mood, and also they don't think about this. They only know that, okay, Krishna, he knows some, magic, some mystic, something, Maybe, some people, they get this, yeah. According to the previous life or something, that's possible, yeah. Some boys even, like some baby children, they play very nicely, mridanga, and also sing very nicely. It's some kind of previous life. It's coming now. After some days ago, we saw in the newspaper that some lady of some girl of Bengal, I don't know, Mandal, her name is. In the station, she was for so many years just asking for begging in the station. Estação de trem. Train station, and now she became. Now she became just Lata Mangeshkar, a great singer, because she had a beautiful voice. This lady from the train station, and media caught her and made her a celebrity of singing singer. Even the Pradhan Mantri, means Prime Minister, gave 20 lakh to her. She was like before in the station begging, and her mind was also not good at that time. She was not educated. So this talent was like hidden, her talent. Everybody can do the kirtan, can sing. How many artists are there? Let's see. When you manifest your bhav through your voice, then attract everyone. some people, they have this talent in the samskara, but when will this manifest? For example, Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, for example, we can see it's amazing thing, amazing, astonishing, amazing. He took the sannyas, he went to the Jhansi with our Shashai Prabhu to preach with him in Jhansi, this place. What to say of making disciples? Nobody was even coming for listening to Katha. He went to the Jhansi, to the city. After taking the sannyas, he went to the Jhansi with our Shashai Prabhu. He took him. And also one more brahmacharis. Shashai Prabhu was cooking for him. And when he said for the Harikatha, even only 2-4 people used to come, and then he would leave in the middle. Just like famous speaking, you all leave suddenly, then what will I do? But see something. He was 1 month in Jhansi preaching. What's he speak of making disciples? Nobody was even coming to listen to his lecture. So he thought, Bhagavan doesn't want me to preach. So if I cannot be prachar like a preaching, at least I'll just follow myself everything. So he left to Mathura and went to Vrindavan, stayed in Radha Damodar. Okay, I'll do the bhajan then. If nobody wants to listen what I'm saying, nobody's calling me, so I'll stay in my place. And why do I need to go to other places nobody wants to listen? If somebody is calling me, then I go. It's directed thing. Oh Maharaj, come. Speak Harikatha. I arrange all your tickets, then I will go. But nobody called me to go somewhere. What will I do? Okay, let's go to Vrindavan and stay in one place and chanting holy names. Vishwanath Chakravarti used to say, if there's someone to listen, then speak to him, Harikatha. If there's no one to speak to, then you just listen yourself. If no one from you to listen to and no one from you to tell to the Harikatha, just remember yourself, the Harikatha. Nobody from you to listen to, nobody you to speak to, so you just remember yourself, Harikatha. If nobody that you can listen from and nobody you can speak to, then you just remember, do this Smaran. Are you understanding? If one wants to someone that you can speak Harikatha to, you can just speak Harikatha. Sorry. So I think he's saying that it was not slept so much and like this. So Maharaj, he was in Vrindavan doing the bhajan, writing the Granths on the Bhagavad Gita. And then some yoga means like some connections, like more arrangement. Like even for 1 year in the United States, he could not preach, and he was old age already. Old. First he went to Boston, Swami Maharaj. First he was 3 months in the ship, and also he had so many heart attacks in the ship. 2 times heart attack. And he came to the Boston city. No any devotee. 2 persons that invited him, actually they're not even actually devotees. Later they didn't help him or something like this. And later on. So he didn't know exactly what to do. Okay. 2 for programs they did, nobody came. First time I went to Brazil, Gurudev Singh, I saw nobody was there to listen to Harikatha. Every ISKCON band that nobody could listen to people following Srila Narayan Maharaj. ISKCON had bands. So where would I go? No devotees, only 2-4 devotees. And Brazil is such a different, like another place about what to do. Then Asha Maharaj said, okay, I'll go. I'll go to London. I said, you go, I'm not giving up here. I told him. So there was a devotee, his name was Kunja Bihar? Kunja Bihari Prabhu. This devotee. He was from France, but sorry, he was from America or something. But he knew the Portuguese language of Brazil. He could translate. And also another devotee, his name Sundarananda Prabhu. He gave us a car. Said, okay, go preach. Very nice. But where to go? If someone we can speak Harikatha too, then we go there. But where do we go? I don't know the language there. Okay. So we went in the yellow pages, Then in Brazil there is a lot of yoga centers. Okay, people of yoga center, they have the sattvic bhava, like mood of goodness, like this. The yoga people, they have this. They're not drinking or not also eat meat. Like if they do less because they're doing yoga, so they're like this. So I called these centers. He called, and said, oh, some yoga Indian person came, you want to speak about yoga. Okay, come. Like this, we're arranging the programs. Nobody to arrange my programs. And also, how many hours in the car? Like in São Paulo to Brasilia, at least 12, 15 hours in the car. 4 a.m. used to leave São Paulo, arrive in Brasilia, like 6 p.m. sometimes. Nothing to eat also and to drink. Maybe some bread, but we don't know. No, Brazil, we don't know this. Everything full contaminated with the meat. We don't know what they put in the food. Maybe somebody gave some bread from his house, I think. I don't know. So, Brazil, there's a specialty in Brazil. Wherever you go, you stop the car. You find 3 things easily. Banana, you can easily get banana. Because so many banana trees everywhere on the tree. Ripened banana. You can just take from tree and eat. That time we did that. Another thing, also mango. So much mango. Everywhere mango tree. What can I tell you? So you get also amrut, means guava, and also banana. So we sat under the mango tree, and there's so many mangoes on the floor like this. What we used to do? Take the good mangoes, also putting the boot in the car, like the ripe mangoes, and making juice in the programs and giving to everyone to drink also. Oh, the sadhu is giving us the mango juice. Oh, we were supposed to feed the sadhu, but he's feeding us. So, Mandagari? Okay. So you're supposed to feed the sadhu, but if the sadhu feeds you, then be like, oh, I never seen some sadhu like this. So wherever we used to go, doing the programs, I'm telling truth. We took these big mangoes, very sweet mangoes. Take all these mangoes, and in the time of program of the lunch, making the juice and giving to everyone to drink. People didn't know, oh, we can get this mango easily. Like they didn't know. Because they buy these mangoes from the market. Yeah. But they all on this mango and such nice, delicious juice. Also, I used to make food and also rice, and I used to feed everyone. Sabji. What? What he said now? What he said now, just now? What? Last thing you said? Sorry? Sometimes I cook in the beginning and distribute to devotees. And I put some prasad for me. Some person thought, oh, this prasad belongs to no one. Then they took and ate. When I come back, there's nothing prashada for me. Vrindavan behind. That's what to do. This happens. If you go in your house, first you feed me, then you eat yourself. So I was feeding everyone. Because the people who in your kata, if they have faith in you, just like you can see in Brazil, they have all sit around me, so near me. But people here, they don't sit near in the front, avançado. You can ask in Brazil, when you give the preaching, it's completely full near me. Like, but you sit all far from me. But in Brazil, they sit so close to me, all around me, Isn't it? You can ask them, wherever you go. And when I go, so many people, they come after, just following me. So. Maybe too for people, they stay behind, or they have like some guy. It's like when Sri Maharaj went to Newark. He wrote for 1 year in his book. Prabhupada Lilamrita. Prabhupada Lilamrita. I have this book, Prabhupada Lilamrita. He came to America. After one seat, nobody was listening to Katha, nothing. And he started thinking, I cannot preach in India now, so I'm not be able to preach here in Western countries also. So I thought I will go back to Damodar and do the bhajan. So if there's no one to listen, what the speaker will do, isn't it? So his charisma, miracle happens. Charisma in Hindi, I think is miracle. So he was Thompson Square Park in New York. He was there, sitting under the tree and doing the kirtan. And look, these hippies, these shamanandiri and others, smoking cigarettes, another hand with the LSD bottle. Do you know LSD? Also don't know, they told me. Anyway, also a wine bottle or something like that. Kirtan, and they're like just moving along. They didn't even know what was Hare Krishna. They're just a boyfriend and girlfriend. You can see on YouTube the movie. And just see what happened. How they changed, everything changed. All they shaved their heads, started chanting Harinam, putting tilak, kanting mala, and everybody engaged in Bhagavad Seva and started preaching in so few days. Such a few days. Start the book distribution, go, does the service. After some days, not so many days, all this spread in all the country. So many temples, so many institutions, so many. So what we mean to say is, whatever Bhagavan wants to do, and because if you want to get some respect, this will not happen if it's not the desire of Lord. So we try, we endeavor. Like whatever Lord wants, this will happen. We just try and endeavor. According to the desire of the Lord, this will happen. Depends on the desire of the Lord. So these people covered by Maya like this, or illustrated by Maya, they think Krishna is an ordinary person. Oh, is Krishna Bhagavan? Krishna is not Bhagavan. Like Duryodhana Dushasana, they're thinking like this. Is Krishna is not Bhagavan. Like, he's just like, he's not actually Bhagavan. Maybe he knows like some mystic something, but he's not Bhagavan. The Krishna went like this, trying to avoid the war, asking for 5 villages to the Kauravas. And they even tried to arrest Krishna. What to speak of giving the 5 cows, 5 villages to the Pandavas? They're not even giving the piece of land that fits in the hole of a needle. And even they're going to arrest Krishna. They tried to arrest Krishna, Duryodhana. Bhagavan says, okay. Nara means gop. Dara means wife. Nara Dara Kyana. Sanatana Goswami gave a different meaning to the shloka. Means Krishna is doing loving pastimes with the wife of the Gopas. This is Parakya Bhav. So they have to do the pie sacrifice. Also last day of Katha.
आज क्या बर्थडे है?